Thank you, Chairman Lobiondo, for calling today's hearing on the state of American aviation manufacturing. The U.S. aviation industry is an economic powerhouse. In 2014, civil aircraft manufacturing in the U.S. generated a total output of more than $143 billion, an increase of more than $20 billion since 2012. This number does not account for the tens of billions of dollars in output from engine and aircraft parts manufacturing, and this topic naturally hits close home for me. According to the state of Washington, in 2014, the aerospace industry generated over $85 billion in economic activity throughout the state. More than 1,300 Washington aerospace businesses support more than 260,000 jobs and travel for billions of passengers each year. These companies range from Boeing, whom this panel will hear from today, to the many small businesses that are a critical part of the aviation supply chain. And there's some discussion going on in Linwood, Washington today in my district at the Pacific Northwest Aerospace Association conference on these very issues. In 2014, 95% of all commercial airplanes produced in North America were manufactured in and took their maiden flights from Washington State. So needless to say, manufacturing and certification are critical to my home state, but many members here today have a robust aviation manufacturing presence in their districts. The issues we explore this morning have been explored before by this panel, and I thank Chairman Lobiondo for remaining focused on them. Without question, the predictable and timely certification of aircraft and aircraft components is critical for domestic manufacturers to get their products to market. I look forward to hearing from all of the witnesses about what difficulties U.S. manufacturers face, what the FAA and the subcommittee can do to make the agency's certification process more consistent and efficient, while providing nothing less than the highest level of safety. To that end, I understand the FAA's certification workload is constantly growing, while the size of its inspection workforce is not. The FAA needs adequate staffing resources to do the job and keep pace with new demands and new technologies. This is one reason the FAA's Organization Designation Authorization Program, or ODA, is critical to making the certification process more efficient. So I look forward today to hearing about ODA, how the program could be better used, and the FAA's recent efforts in this area. A common theme I hear during conversations with manufacturers as well is they're competing in an increasingly crowded global market. Chairman Lobiondo and I asked the Government Accountability Office to explore the FAA's certification process in the U.S. as it compares with those of its counterparts around the world. The resulting 2015 report highlighted many of the challenges in getting products certified and to market. The FAA's product certification is and must remain the gold standard abroad so that U.S. manufacturers remain competitive. So I look forward to hearing about the progress in that area specifically. Now, last year, the committee had been moving forward towards passage of a long-term FAA reauthorization. Bipartisan compromise and significant industry input produced an entire certification reform title in the bill, the AIR Act, that would have brought long overdue changes to the FAA's certification process. Certification, improved grant safety programs, established rules of the road for unmanned aircraft systems, and boosted consumer protection are not back-burner aviation issues, they are front-burner aviation issues. And the next FAA reauthorization should be a long-term bill, a comprehensive bill, and address the issues on today's agenda. The Chairman Lobiondo, before hearing from our witnesses, I too would like to extend my gratitude to Peggy. We will lose a visionary leader, a tireless advocate for aviation safety when Peggy Gilligan retires. But after 37 years, she's earned it. Your exceptional service and unwavering dedication to the agency and the public is inspiring, and I thank you very much. I'm sure I speak on behalf of my colleagues as well. I say you'll be missed. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. I look forward today to hearing from our witnesses.